Day 4, about a mile into the Corcovado Trail. It's like a 5 or 6 mile, 2,000 feet of gain trail. Starts at Enrique Lago Park, which is super cool. I describe it as like well manicured jungle, kind of a waterfall, I guess, with like a big mansion or palace, like big wide trails and bridges, some manicured lawns, and then just a bunch of jungle. Really cool. And a view of Christ the Redeemer, and this trail takes you to Christ the Redeemer, which the trail's great, beautiful jungle trail. Shockingly not too many people, considering, well, everyone just takes the cable car or drives up to Christ the Redeemer. It's the #1 touristed thing in all of Brazil, not just Rio, and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. And if there's a line of more than 47 seconds, I'm not gonna go see it because I just literally don't care. But the trail itself gets good reviews. Plus, it puts me right by, or a 15-minute walk when I come down to the Botanical Gardens of Rio, which gets great reviews too. So I might just tie it all in and then hopefully hit the museum of tomorrow. Jesus, that was a bug. Yeah, so still early, but a beautiful trail so far. Also had a really productive morning and last night. So I booked my spot in Rome. There's like 100 a night, and it gets the best reviews I've ever seen. It's in some famous plaza, and then, you know, scores a 9.7 out of 10 on location. Everything's walkable. So like 3 full days in Rome, just walking around, checking it out. Love Italy. High-speed train to Milan. Upgraded to business quiet, extra $30, but more luggage room, my own whole like side of the train. It's like window, big leather seat, aisle. It should be nice. It's 3 hours. Never been on a bullet train, I don't think, so that'll be a cool experience. Hang with Chandler in Milan, and then fly in Gulf Air, which gets incredible reviews, to Manila. Haven't booked anything out there in the Philippines, but really excited for Palawan, that island. Just looks insane. So that should be fun, and just felt good to, you know, get all that dialed in. I need to get to Auckland by like December 5th for a dermatology appointment, which means I can get to Auckland before then, or spend more time in the Philippines. We'll do some more research and kind of just play it by ear. But so far so good. Ended up going for it. It's an absolute zoo up here. But pretty incredible views all around, no doubt. And I feel bad for everybody else because I'm sweating profusely after a 2,200 feet of vertical gain hike in proper humidity. All right, that was an absolute zoo. Heading back down the Corcovado Trail now. Definitely more of a trail guy than a 7 natural wonders of the world guy. I mean, cool to see for sure, but that was an absolute mess of people. Hit the cafe on the way back though, shot of espresso, coconut water, the worst empanada of my life, and another little water. Now I'm heading back down. I just noticed on all trails, actually, there's a split here, and I can actually take a different trail that goes down to the well, not actually into the Botanical Gardens, but to like some residential streets, which can take you into the Botanical Gardens. So, and I saw it on the way up. It looked like a, you know, a nice trail, well marked and everything. So I might try to do that. Puts me at the Botanical Gardens instead of going the same way I came, which would be fine. It's a nice trail, but just to kind of turn it into like a big, I guess, semicircle instead of just a big out and back. So that's the plan. Also, before I forget to, I don't want to forget to mention how big of a zoo was up there. So there's literally a train that goes up, which actually looks pretty cool, through the jungle, and it's super steep. The end of this trail that I'm on, you're actually the last, like, whatever, third of a mile, half mile, you're on the road. It's literally just one tourist van after another, both directions, jetting back and forth. I mean, there was probably 5 minimum helicopters. I can't believe you can't hear any right now. 5 helicopters circling around, showing people everything. And like every square inch of surface area is just covered with people. I'm drenched in sweat. I mean, it's humid. I just did 2,200 feet of gain. Like, I honestly felt bad for anybody who bumped into me, which was a lot of people because everyone's trying to take a selfie. You know, there's some band singing, you know, Portuguese, Christian, folk music or whatever. It's just, there's a lot going on. A lot, big scene. Christ the Redeemer. Whew. All right, made it to the Botanical Gardens after a really nice lunch. Just literally walked by a restaurant, saw a photo of shrimp and vegetables, just pointed to that and said, let's go. So good, $10. Love it. Botanical Gardens, supposed to, I mean, not usually my kind of scene, but I'm a review whore, and it's like, you know, 50,000 reviews, average 4.8 stars, and it's like right next to a hike I just did. I'll check it out. The two main, and it's huge, and it's well done. I mean, for foreigners, it's like 15 US. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about foreigners paying like 6x the cost. But, so I guess the orchid, some incredible like orchid center or something. And turtles, big turtle guy, love turtles. So see some orchids, see some turtles, and just gonna walk around a little bit. It is very lovely. It's the middle of Rio. Same thing as Lago, Henrique Lago. It feels like you're in a jungle. This is way bigger and way more manicured, obviously. And there's a line of palm trees all the way down. It's cool. All right, back in Barra de Tijuca. Botanical Gardens, I'll say, is a myth. Never found the Japanese garden. The turtle sanctuary doesn't exist. The orchid thing was super overrated. It's Saturday night. This is like the quiet beach. Going to meet a friend on like Main Street. I pre-scouted it. It's a scene. Like just people for days partying. I mean, even this is just like, this place is wild, man. I guess Saturday night in Rio, even in the quiet parts, is going off. Got back. I was pretty wrecked after I did 11 miles, 3,000 feet of gain between the gardens and the hike. Cruised back, hit the gym, couple cycles in the sauna, felt way better after that. Started packing up. I fly out tomorrow at 4. It's kind of perfect. Leave the hotel at noon, takes an hour to get to the airport. Hopefully I'll get a nice long run in the morning. And then I guess kind of a weird, 4 o'clock, 10-hour flight. Probably, I've got some sleeping pills here in Brazil that are like horse tranquilizers. I took one the other day. I was out. So it's probably going to be the play. All right, dinner. And then tonight, yeah,